dodge doesn't do anything because there's only white pixels. With transparency, it's not shades of white, it's just white pixels, so it's applying it as if it were 100% white. So what we need to do is put it into a group. A group changed to color dodge will then do that. You see there. I don't understand why, but apparently it seems to kind of flatten the transparency, and that there's no transparency where there is transparency, there's black. So we're going to call this wave, rename the group effects, because we are going to put several of them on a layer. Let's see, let's grab our brush tool. Grab this one, which is not going to go in there. So this big one in the background is just going to kind of float right here. I'm going to click right there. And we want to make sure that's behind him. Now see, the same thing here is this is white, but we're going to change it to overlay and bring its opacity down just ever so slightly. Okay, perfect. We call this BG waves, just to kind of give us the idea that it's in the background. Okay, wave. Waveform is still way too bright, probably down 50%. The reason I don't adjust my brush opacity is because it's easier to just to later adjust it than to get it wrong the first time. I just rather do 100% and then bring it down. So we'll create another one. We actually got a few there. I think this is the one we want. Nope. Definitely don't want that one. Not that one. Oh, we good. Okay, I'm going to shrink this down. Okay, great. Transparencies. Go back in here. Just gonna think that kind of gives us. Looks like I probably have a little bit too much, maybe, huh? It's already a little more greener than it is blue in this one. You really packed a punch on that one. I think there actually is some additional effects that we have using on that. Okay. Well, I'm going to turn that off because I don't want that on there. We're just going to get rid of it. I think it's too much. And let's go grab our brush tool. We are going to load another brush set. And these are light streaks. And I have several different ones under light effects. And I want to think they're the light beams. I want to say they're light effects though, because they are. No, I don't think this is the right brush set. Nope, it was the light effects. It wasn't light effects, it was light beams. I'll pen that. Okay, there we go. I don't like that. I want this. Okay, we want this here in the background of him, just ever so slightly, but we want it to kind of build. So we'll do it probably about right there. But see how it's in front of him? We want it in back of him, so we're going to have to pull this back here and create a new group and do it that way. And again, we're going to bring down this opacity because it is a little bright. We're losing some detail. We don't want to do that. Okay, I don't know if that's another one because I want to give some direction. Let's see what this one will look like. Kind of go with his arms there. It's kind of popping out. There we go. So we're going to rotate this around. Just push it slightly that way. There we go, because I want that coming out a little above him. So there we go. Starting to kind of get the feel and look of it, though it is not quite. You can tell that the inside of him seems a little more opaque, whereas as far as that stuff's going on, which is right, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. I think we got too big of a gradient going on, but it's all right. That's right. We don't need to create exactly, just kind of get close to it. Okay. I'll call this effects and let's go ahead and get that out. Okay. Alright, now we're going to load up some additional brushes, which we have for some more kind of swirl effects and stuff. And it's going to be one of these sets. I don't know exactly which one it is, so we're just going to pick one and hope it's got some cool ones that'll work for us. And it looks like maybe. And that definitely looks like it's got some cool stuff. I don't know if it's the one I want, just because it's a little too much detail almost that's going on now. But I do like how it's kind of coming out over in there. So maybe what I can do is grab my eraser, kind of erase some stuff out like that. And then I don't want it to be super apparent. I want it just like that. Okay, just slightly. Okay. Okay. Just curious as to what. I did not want that. That must have happened when I clicked off screen, but I'm just gonna have to go with it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create our lightning for our electricity. I'm going to do that similar to we did the other effects, but we're going to grab some lightning brushes that I have in here. Let's see. Lightning. Looks like I've got duplicates, and I have two different ones. So, I'm going to say it's going to probably be this one. And looks like I was right. So, go and click this, shrink it down, and you can kind of do whatever you want for this. And so it's kind of too big still. Okay. For this, I am going to bring my brushes palette open. And close this down. Okay, go ahead and rotate it, push this out, this, grab some different lightning. That's the one thing, sometimes there's some things in Photoshop you just wish just would not happen. Okay, there's that. Now let's make sure we have the right effect. Make sure this is going to work right. And we're probably just going to put this in the effects folder. Not looking exactly like that. That stuff, why is that? Well, I guess we'll figure it out. Okay. Maybe because I had to do it twice. There we go, that's probably why.